Hello and welcome to the Mostly Media Podcast, where we talk media.
I heard your throat noise.
Mostly. I told you he was going to play with my balls. Okay.
Sometimes a man can't help
We'll just
himself.
let if you hear a little rolling around, it's playing with the disco ball. Also, I'm drying some clothes, so if you hear the dryer, no, you didn't.
You didn't.
You did not. If you are a YouTube watcher, welcome to the new and improved set. Improved might be a bit of a stretch,
Yeah.
but it definitely is new.
It's definitely a set.
It's definitely new and a set. So I got bored.
Yeah.
I got bored of the other one. We had been doing it for so long, and this is season 2 now, baby.
Baby?
Baby, this is season 2. We had to switch it up. We had to switch it up on them. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel like this gives more podcast vibes.
It does, but here's the thing. I don't like how I have to go
Yeah,
to talk.
we need like a V-shaped desk.
We do.
Yeah. Do you want to buy one?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
Right.
But I was thinking we have that extra chair.
Mm-hmm.
So like when there's a 3-person episode happening, we'll put that chair over here, kind of how it was when Grace was on.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll be here, and we'll just take this desk and go, burp. So it's like diagonal here.
Gotcha.
So then we're facing that way.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying any of this. Okay.
It's fine.
So I don't think I had any other precursors to that. What have you been up to, Janie? How's your week been?
My week has been pretty all right.
Good.
I feel like not a lot has happened.
That's always nice. That's always nice.
Yeah. Honestly, like nothing has happened this week. Right? Oh, I got an oil change yesterday.
Whoa, oil change.
How about you, Cole?
I did not get an oil change.
Right.
No, I need one though. I don't think I've gotten one since it was before the holidays. I know that for sure.
Oh,
I think it was in the summer.
Oh, you should probably get one.
Yeah, I
soon.
probably need. But like the thing is, I drive less than 2 miles to work every day, and I don't drive my car anywhere else.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Let me know if you're smart about oil changes. Give me some
us
information.
know.
Because they put that sticker on your windshield like, you need to come back to get your oil changed May 5th.
Yeah, they always put a date or like the mile that
Yeah,
it's supposed to
they
be.
did both.
But I feel like it's always before then.
No. And then my app tells me like when my next oil change should be. And my app says I will not need another oil change until January of next year.
A year.
And I'm like, are we sure about that?
Is my engine gonna explode?
Yeah, what's going to happen? Also, that's what's new. I've been working on my Carl Weezer
Oh.
impression. I just saw a disco ball just roll through the hallway.
No, following. Just a disco ball. Just
Like, oh.
oh, there he goes.
went. Anyways, yeah, my Carl Weezer impression is getting better.
Okay, let's hear it.
What do you want to hear? Like, I need a conversation.
I just need a Carl impression. Croissant.
No.
I said I was doing the impression.
Huh?
You were saying no, but I didn't say I was the one working on
Was
the
that?
impression.
Were you impersonating him?
Yeah. Croissant. Here, let me see if I can pull it up.
So we saw a movie. Was that good? No, it wasn't good.
Here, I'm pulling this up.
Any questions?
Yes. Are you going to finish that croissant?
Knock yourself
Yes. Are you gonna finish that croissant?
You're not hitting the right. It's croissant.
Croissant.
No, you're going croissant.
Okay, what is it?
It's croissant.
Wait, that was. Can you please take that out? I actually want to
No,
end myself. That was so annoying.
You're going to have to start living with what you're saying on a public platform.
That's fine. This is real.
Shout out to all of the homies
This
G's that we
is
know
me.
listen to this. Who do we know listens?
Bro, I don't even know anymore.
Shamada every once in a while, I believe. Oh, that turns. Whoa. We got Shamada. Shout out to Shamada. We got Billy. I know Billy doesn't listen to her. Aiden, Nolan.
Hey, Billy, if you're listening, I miss you.
Aiden, Nolan, you can go see Gadik. But Billy.
Yeah, Billy is where it's at.
The good old Samantha Gooding. Alexis from work, I see you. Hi. Thanks for watching. She's going to stop me in the hallway now and be like, I saw you shouting me out.
Shout me out, baby.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, shall we jump in?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, this week I have
Asking what?
what I did this week.
I did, and there's proof. I know you're gonna watch this back and be like, "Uh-oh,
Oh yeah, but I made a stupid joke about oil changes. Yeah. Okay. So this week for me has been wild.
Oh,
I'll say okay. So the last time we filmed was 2 weeks ago, and I just edited it a week later.
yeah. I feel like every day I say to him, "Cole, edit your podcast."
And I'm like,
The three people are waiting.
the three of them are begging to see.
I don't know. I know I was listening to a podcast every week. Every Monday they'd drop one. And it only got like 800 views ish. Like
I'd be happy.
It was
with
usually
800
less than
views.
100 or 1,000. And some Mondays they wouldn't post though, and I'd be so sad. I was like, where are they? But
that's the thing. I'm getting straight up like 2 views on each podcast. And it's like, do they really need one this week? Do they really need to see me talking about whatever stupid movie I like?
no, but they probably need to hear me.
They need to hear about Lord Huron and Glee every week.
Right.
Yeah. No, so we filmed 2 weeks ago. I want to circle back to how off schedule I've been lately. So remind me that later.
Like your period?
So the past 2 weeks have been wild for me personally.
Why? I know why.
So, without getting into too much detail, because I don't want to get fired, I work at a job that is not this. Mm-hmm. And my boss went on vacation for like a week and a half. So she asked me, hey, would you be able to like do some of my stuff while I'm gone so I don't have to worry about it? And I was like, come on, girl, yeah.
Oh, is that what you said to Lori?
Give it to me, girly. Come on, girly.
Girlie, for sure. Four
Don't
plus four.
dox my boss.
I said Bori.
I could see the wheels turning. I could see them. No. So she asked me, hey, can you do this? And I was like, yeah, sure. The day she leaves, a pipe burst where I
You
work.
have to throw that video.
I'll
in.
put the video in. It was like a 6-second long video. I was letting it. A pipe burst. So what I heard personally, don't know if this is true. There was a pipe that just burst.
You have said that like 5 times.
Okay, no. There was a pipe that burst in the ceiling. It set the fire alarm off, which triggered the sprinklers. But the sprinklers were frozen because we were having like the wildest cold front. Mm-hmm. Which caused that pipe to burst. So it was just like water on top of water being dumped into the hallway. And I had to stay until 2 a.m. to clean it up. Yeah. So that happened. I think that's really all that's crazy. Oh, no. And then we had like a huge ice storm. And I was taking call-offs. Every single person on my shift at work called off. So I had to do like everybody's job.
Not every single person. There was one other.
So out of the 4, 5, 6... Out of the 6 people that work night shift, 2 of them were there. I was one of them.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And so
I did 5
he
people's
kept
job.
texting me that night like, I can't do this. My back hurts. I'm so overwhelmed. Because he had to do everyone's job. But he did it. And then he got in bed. I feel like I vaguely remember you like...
Yeah, I was like... Because one of the people that called off, they do laundry. And they have to I was folding laundry for them, and I was like hunched over this table for like 3 straight hours, like folding blankets. And I got home and I was like trying to get into bed. I felt like a 70-year-old man.
Yeah, you seemed like one.
Well, I am.
You are.
Enough with the weeklies. Let's get straight up on into this. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Janie, would you like to explain what happened? What's going on?
So January 11th was my birthday, and you know what came out January 12th?
Me.
Cole. And so we are no longer together.
This is actually our breakup video. It's nice knowing everybody. This is done.
Anyways, January 12th, Mean Girls came to theaters, but the weather was bad. I don't remember if it was snow or ice. I just remember they were like, you probably shouldn't travel. But it didn't even end up being that bad.
No. So, like, we had tickets to go see Mean Girls.
Yeah, we already had tickets.
Yeah.
Isn't he so cute?
He's just in the back of the shot, just like...
He's so cute.
So
You can't see him because of the plant.
Oh, dang. There he is. So we had tickets, canceled them, rescheduled them for Saturday. Mm-hmm. Or was that
No.
the next Saturday? Right? Right? Am I getting this right?
Yes. The
Yes.
next Saturday.
We had tickets for Saturday the 12th.
This is crazy.
Or no, Saturday the 13th. Canceled them because the storm or whatever. And then we got tickets for the next Saturday, but I got called in. I didn't get called into work. I worked that morning, and then I was leaving. They're like, you're probably going to get called in tonight. So I canceled the tickets.
Then we bought them for Monday.
I never got called in either.
Yeah, he never got called in.
Bought them for Monday. Huge ice storm when everybody called off. Had to cancel those tickets.
And then I was just like, we're not going to see it. He was like, I guess we're just not going to see it.
Yeah, that was
And
that-
then Tuesday I said, let's just go tomorrow. And so we went on Wednesday and we saw it.
We saw it. It was
Finally.
really good.
You're just saying that?
I liked it.
It was really good.
Oh, should I not say? I'll bleep it. Sorry.
It was really
It was so... I probably should move my mouth so it looks like I said something.
It was so
No, you just see someone. It was so... Their face doesn't even move and it just... beep. Okay, that wasn't that funny. Okay. So, for today's episode, I'm going to title this probably Mean Girls versus Mean Girls.
Yeah, I like that.
Because, like, you know, the two. Because we watched the first one, the original, on your birthday, right? No, we watched it on the 12th. We watched it on the 12th,
it was the 12th.
prepared to
'cause
see it for the 13th.
Maddie came and brought the cookies. Yeah.
And then we watched it, the other one, this last Wednesday. So we're just going to go through. I have not written out anything.
Okay.
But, like, I have the Wikipedia pulled up just in case I need to pull some information. But, like, it's Mean Girls.
Yep.
Everybody basically knows the entire plot off the top of their head.
And if you don't, get with the times, honey.
All right. So we took a little break. It's hours later. had a mini little breakdown. We're good now. We're good, though. We're good.
Crazy.
We had to get ready for the Jardies tonight. I don't know if we said that before. Did we?
We talked about it on the previous episode.
Yeah, last week
that
we talked
were going
about
to
it, but
reschedule
we
it.
rescheduled it. We rescheduled it for the day we're filming today. So
He's been getting all the food
we've
together.
been cleaning, cooking, just getting everything ready. Grace just texted me and said she's not arriving until 7. So
Oh, okay.
here, let me. Oh, I don't have my phone, so never mind. I don't have my phone. Okay.
What were you going to do?
I was gonna say, okay, we can just push it back to 7 for everybody.
Well, let's do that.
Can you go get my phone? I don't know where it is.
Okay. You can just keep going.
You want me to keep going? Okay, while Janie's doing that, I'm going to get into this little background. Not really, I'm just going to get into it. So for those that don't know, if you've been living under a rock for the past 20 years, Mean Girls is a very popular movie from the early 2000s, 2004 to be exact. It has been exactly 4 years since Sorry about that. Since the release of the first film. It is a film directed by Mark Waters. It is I can't talk. It is by Tina Fey. I'm sure most people know who Tina Fey is. She was very popular for being in many a good comedy films. She was on SNL for a very long time. So that's a little background. Mean Girls, at its heart, is a movie about girls in high school being mean to one another, if the film title didn't give it away. So we're just going to... Oh, my phone. Thank you. We're going to jump in here, try to do a little brief plot summary. So the plot is basically identical from this film that just came out and the one from 2004. So we're just going to go through, maybe state the little differences as we go, and then probably talk about like our favorite parts of the film and whatnot. Okay. So we start both films being introduced to this girl named Katie Heron, who's either played by Lindsay Lohan or Angourie Rice. And she is living in Africa. She's been living there for about 12 years, it says on the Wikipedia page. I'll take their advice. And there's different circumstances in the films, but it all ends up with them moving from Africa back to the United States to go to high school in Chicago, basically.
No show.
North Shore High School. It is actually in Evanston, it says on here. So she is quickly introduced into the cliques and the societal like food chain of high school in the United States. Because she's been homeschooled her whole life.
So she's
basically.
a weirdo.
So she's
Just kidding.
a African jungle freak.
Quoted from the song
No, that's quoted from the movie.
or from the movie. Fake fan. I'm a fake fan.
Wow. So I don't know if they stated what class it is, but I think it might be homeroom, where she is introduced to the art weirdo outcasts of Janice Ian, or Janice Ike from the new film, and Damien, who is too gay to function. No, you can take it from here.
And so they kind of take her under their wing, and they start explaining all the little cliques in the high school in the lunchroom. And boom, 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 the plastics. And then we're introduced to Regina,
George.
played by
Rachel McAdams, or the Renee Rapp.
Karen Smith, or
Karen Shetty, because she's played by Amanda Seyfried in the original, and then Avantika, who is an Indian 19-year-old in real life.
that's so young.
She's so young, but she's so good.
She's so good. And then Gretchen Wieners.
Gretchen Weenies. And in the new film, Gretchen is played by... Oh, I don't know this one. We'll just skip that one. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You don't know it? It's
No.
fine. Okay, so then they're like, come sit with us. You're like super pretty. So you think you're pretty, right? Blah, 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 whatever. And so Janice is like, yeah, sit with them for a week and see what stupid things they say. So Katie does that, and she wears pink on Wednesday, a really ugly pink outfit.
Pink on Wednesday.
Keep going.
Okay. And while this is going on, she's kind of eating lunch with them. She slowly starts to become like integrated into their friend group of the plastics, and just like starts doing intel and being their friends, really.
And then we, throughout all this, we get little snippets of her in her math class, and she's sitting behind a boy named Aaron Samuels, and she has a big old crush on him. And then Gretchen informs Katie that you can't date Aaron. That's like girl code. Regina and Aaron dated, but they broke up. So
She broke up with him.
She broke up with him. So like Katie's like, well, but like that's okay if they're broken up, right?
Yeah.
And so Katie gets invited to a Halloween party by Aaron, her crush. And she's like, absolutely. And she dresses up. She's wearing like a scary little bride costume. And Regina is there. And Regina, long story short, ends up kissing Aaron right in front of Katie. And Katie's like, this mother...
Wait, there was a subtle difference between the two movies there, where, so Gretchen, Katie tells Gretchen about her crush on Aaron at the lunchroom, but in the original, Gretchen tells Regina, I can't think of the name.
I know.
She tells her behind her back, and this happens before the party. But in the new film, Gretchen tells Regina at the party through text.
I thought that was really cool how they did that.
Too. That was really cool.
I did.
I think that might have been one of my favorite scenes, honestly.
Really?
The whole Halloween.
The
Halloween party was so good.
It was so good. And we'll come back to it because I want to talk about Karen's song. But
Yeah, I just want to talk about all of the music separately.
So then she kisses Aaron, and then Katie goes to Janice and Damien and is like, she's awful. And Janice is like, girl, I'm trying to tell you this. And so they make a whole plan to ruin Regina's life. Take it from there.
Okay, also another little difference here is the backstory between Regina and Janice was different. In the original,
Janice wasn't a lesbian, but Regina made a rumor that she was a lesbian.
Yeah.
But in this one, she was.
yeah,
And the rumor was her being like a pyromaniac or something.
yeah, I thought that was
Yeah.
a pyrolez.
Yes, a pyrolez.
Probably a better than the slur they used in the musical.
What was that?
A space. I don't want to say the word.
No.
Yeah. Weird. So from there, Janice is like, we're gonna take down Regina George. And so, was it the same in the film as in the movie? The three things.
It was the
Her clique, her friends, make them turn against her.
face cream, the Caltine bars.
Well, that's destroying her image. Yeah, it was destroying her image, like her self-image,
Her boyfriend.
her boyfriend, and then her friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same in all of them. So yeah. So that's what they do. And the first of which was Gretchen, right? They had to crack Gretchen wieners.
Mm-hmm.
So Katie buys a candy cane
One
gram.
candy cane, please.
One candy cane, please. Buys a candy cane gram and writes it to herself saying it's from Regina, but only to her. So Gretchen doesn't get one. So she thinks Regina's mad at her.
And Gretchen is like,
Why didn't I get a candy
and
cane?
Damien says, and none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
It was faster than that. And none for Gretchen wieners. Bye.
That's the first one. But in the second one, he goes, and none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
It was faster than that.
But I love the way Damien did it in the first one. And none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye. It's so funny.
Daniel Franzese.
So good.
slayed
Oh,
that
and the
one.
Glen Coco thing. Hilarious.
Oh,
you
like-
go, Glen Coco.
You could not see Glen Coco for a second in the new film, and I loved that.
Yeah.
It's a whole mystery of who Glen Coco
Also,
was.
I just want to say this movie has been getting a ton of hate.
I don't
I
think
liked
it's-
it, though.
I don't think it deserves the hate. Like, I understand.
Like, can't we all just get along? And
We can talk about that later after we finish the plot.
Yeah.
Okay, so she cracked Gretchen wieners.
yeah.
And then they don't crack her immediately. They just try to get some information from her. And then they have the school Christmas talent show, which in the original, the talent show gets ruined but saved because Gretchen kicks the music off stage and Katie sings the rest of it. Whatever. Happy ending there. But in the new film, it's a different dance. It's called Rockin' Around the Pole.
Yeah.
The pole. The dance is so funny. I like it better than the original, honestly.
Ooh.
It's so good. And it's like a gymnastics aerobatic kind of thing. And Regina was supposed to like do like a upside down handstand on top of, I think, Karen, and then falls and hits the stage. And that was like the beginning of her downfall.
It was literally
Literally, she
in
fell.
the theater when I watched that. I literally laughed out loud because of the noise it made when she hit the ground.
And then like a scene before that, she gets a zit on her face.
Yeah.
And so she hits her face on the stage, and right after that, Damien says like, popping a blemish on a stage is the rock bottom of all rock bottoms.
I didn't catch that.
You didn't?
I did not catch that. That's hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Okay, keep going.
So after that, she's been eating Caltine bars, which are bars designed to make people gain weight, but Katie says they're to lose weight. Whatever. I'm kind of lost here.
Yeah, details you don't need,
Yeah. But like that's kind of vital information.
Another
the
thing
Caltine
is
bars.
Katie told Aaron Samuels,
Yeah, she told him that.
because they're back together now because they kissed at the party.
Mm-hmm.
Katie told Aaron that Regina be making out with this boy
Shane Omen.
in the janitor's closet, and then Aaron goes, opens the door, there's Regina. Loved that part. It was so funny because she's like trying to like make herself still.
She slams the door.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
So then they're broken up, but Katie thought Aaron would come running to her, but he didn't.
He doesn't.
He didn't.
He walks away. Dramatically.
So
from there, it's like the next day, and Regina has showed up to school in sweatpants.
Yeah.
And she comes to sit down at lunch, and Gretchen yells at her that she can't sit with them.
It was
Because their big rule is they can only wear sweats on Fridays, but she was wearing them on a Thursday. So she couldn't sit with them. And that was the actual downfall of Regina George.
And then Regina said, take a picture. It'll last longer to the entire
And
lunchroom.
everybody took that
was
phone
so
out.
funny. And then she walked out, which was honestly a power move. And so then Katie's the leader of the pack. Gretchen Wieners and Karen, they don't know what to do without Regina. So now they're following Katie. And they're like, so what are we going to do this weekend? So Katie ends up lying to her mom.
Well, it's a big old like circle of lies.
Yeah.
Because they ask what they're doing this weekend, and she has plans to go to a concert or something with her parents.
An art show?
Well, she told Janice she'd go to her art show on that
Oh,
Saturday.
Yeah.
And then she told her mom that she had to go to Janice's art show, but she told the Plastics that she had to go to Madison, and she also told Janice and Damien that she has to go to Madison, but she ends up staying home
And
and
throwing a party.
It's like a big circle of lies.
Hoping Aaron will come and they can be a cutesy fall in love. So this
she thinks
party,
it's just going to be like 5-6 people.
wrong. This party's huge. There's boys breaking her mother's fancy African vases. Her house is becoming trashed. It's packed. And
She's
then
getting drunk.
she finds Aaron in her room looking at her old pictures from Africa. And they start talking on the bed.
In the original, she ends up throwing up on Aaron, but in the new one, she doesn't. But it still ends in the fact that I can't think of the word. She confesses.
Yes.
She confesses to Aaron that she has been lying about being bad at math and that he's actually bad at math. But it's funny, and he needs to shut up. He's like, "Don't tell me to shut up," which I've always thought that's blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Because you can tell in both senses that it's like a shut up.
I
not like a
wanted
shut
them
up.
so bad to change that because that line has always bugged me.
Yeah.
I understand him getting upset because Katie said that he is Regina's property.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm not. Don't say that. I'm not her property.
And she goes,
then she's
"No,
like,
shut up, not her
shut up."
property.
But like she says it really playful. And he's like, don't tell me to shut up.
He takes
I'm
it
out of
literally.
here. And then he leaves. And then when he's leaving,
Janice,
Damien and Janice roll
show
up. Now this part.
Well, in the original, it's a car.
It's a
In
car.
the new one, an electric scooter, like the ones at Walmart.
The ones that the elderly use at Walmart. Damien pulls up. Janice is riding on the back of it. And she's like, basically goes off about how Katie's a liar. She's plastic.
She is plastic
She's
now.
shiny, hard plastic now. And and she's so mad. And Katie's like, you made me like this. Blah, 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 blah. Right?
Yeah.
And so then, while this is all happening, while this party's going down, Regina is like running, or this is the new one. I'm talking about the new one.
Yeah, you just keep saying stuff about the new one.
Yeah.
We're just doing the plot.
Okay, well, this happens in both. Regina finds out that the Caltine bars make you gain weight like crazy. And she's like, oh, it's time to take this Katie girl down. And so,
You may have won the battle, but I will win the war.
right, we revisit the Burn book, which...
We never talked about that.
Okay, but I guarantee people listening to this have
know. Yeah.
seen Mean Girls. They know.
It's just like we're just talking about it.
Yeah. And so the Burn book, she rips the picture in half of her and Katie. You think she's going to put Katie in this book, but bam, she puts a picture of herself. And she says, this girl is...
a fugly slut.
And she then takes it to the school and starts a big old riot.
I liked the difference here. In the original, she gives the book to the principal, but she has printed pictures of every single page in the book and just starts throwing them all around the school. In the new one, she takes the book and just drops it in the hallway.
And then people take pictures of
Yes.
it.
But I just thought about this right now. This is a modern day movie. It's set in modern time. There's 100% cameras in that hallway.
So true. In a Chicago
Yeah,
school.
there's cameras in that hallway. They should have seen Regina just go, "Bah," and be like, "Okay, you're expelled.
Yeah.
Come here." No, but everybody finds the book in the new one. They start taking pictures, social media.
Yeah, and everyone's in this book like
Yeah.
about their period and they're ugly and they're cheating on this person.
And when the principal gets the book in the original, he's like, "What does this say?" And Regina, without skipping a beat, just goes, "Fat whore," and continues crying. But in the new one, he's like, "What is this?" And it's hairy nips.
I laughed out loud.
Just like little subtle changes that are just so
Oh, man.
good. And something else I want to say is usually when movies are dealing with like a social media kind of thing, like they're trying to incorporate social media into new movies, it's always so cringe.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that cringe in this movie.
I didn't either. I have a whole thing that I want to say about
Okay. The one thing I did hate about the social media thing, why was Chris Olsen in
that.
this
Was so
much?
random.
He did not, him and his big age did not need to be in this film.
Like, that didn't make any sense. He must have
He is like in
had a
his
connection.
30s
I don't know.
almost. Why was he there?
I don't know. I really don't know. All right, keep going.
Okay. So that all happens. All the girls are going crazy. And then they round up all the junior girls to have a little talking to in the gym. In the original, there was like 400 junior girls. In this new one, it was more realistic. There's maybe less than 100.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. And Mr. Duvall asks Miss Norbury, who was Katie's calculus teacher, to help the girls work through these issues so they're not just like, hating everybody and being mean girls.
Wink, wink, wink.
Wink, wink, wink. It ends up in them doing trust fall exercises where they're trying to apologize to people they have wronged in their life. And it gets to Katie. She jumps to the back of the line. She's like, "I can't do this." Janice jumps to the front of the line and is about to, just do what everybody else is doing. And then Regina makes like a backhanded comment about, "Oh, she gets to jump into a pile of girls. She's going to love this." That's the old one. What did she say in the new one?
I don't remember the new one.
She still said something.
I
mean.
don't. Yeah, because I can remember the camera angle, but I don't remember what she said.
Yeah. And it ends up with her revealing everything that her,
Katie, Damien, and Janice
what they've been doing
planned.
to Regina.
Yeah.
And she goes off.
She goes off, and Regina's like,
She's huffing and puffing, and she's walking outside like, "Oh, I'm done here." And then she gets hit by a bus.
she gets hit by a bus. Blah 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 blah.
If you haven't seen the new film,
Don't talk about it right now because I have something to say.
Okay,
later.
I'll. It's so good. Okay, so she breaks her neck. They say she dies for 15 seconds in the new film. What?
Keep going. I have something else I want to say.
And Katie is at school again, and everybody's trying to figure out who did the book, and nobody's fessing up to it. And then she finds out that Miss Norbury is on an academic hold right now because Katie wrote in the book that she is a drug
pusher.
dealer. A dealer, basically. And so she's not at school, which she finally reveals, "I wrote the book, basically. It was me. I did it."
Yeah.
And so she gets suspended, and she has to tell her mom she got suspended, she's failing, and that she threw someone in front of a bus.
Right.
And I really liked the fact that it kind of showed how she reacted to it. Like how she was like really upset and her mom had to come comfort her. When in the first film, they just like breezed over her feelings about all of that.
True.
It's like, yeah, she was being mean, but like she didn't deserve all of that. Yeah.
That's true. And then a few weeks go by, and then it's the spring fling, and Katie was nominated. Regina was nominated.
It's different in both films, but
Yeah, they were nominated. And then Katie ends up doing the mathletes competition.
because she has to make extra credit because she was failing math,
Yeah,
and that's
and
the way
then-
she had to.
They end up winning. And then they go to the spring fling, and Katie ends up winning the queen.
Spring
Queen. And she ends up doing a little speech, and she breaks the crown, throws it out to like different people because they're all winners. They're
Emma
all
Gerber wasn't in the new
queens.
one.
Oh,
Emma Gerber, your hair looks so good. That must have taken you hours.
bruh.
Girl, it did not. Emma Gerber. Oh my gosh.
And basically, then they all just kind of live happily ever after. In the first film, it shows how like each of the girls their senior year like had a new
Yeah.
group. It didn't do that in the
It ended at the dance.
yeah. It was kind of cool, like a garage door closing.
Oh yeah.
And then-
yeah. There was just so many cool little elements that I really liked.
Yeah. So yeah, that
That is
Mean Girls.
the summary of not one specific film, but like the Mean Girls plot as a whole.
Yeah, and so now we're gonna get into it.
Into what?
My favorite part of the new one compared to
Okay.
the old one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. Since this was made in 2023, I do really love how they incorporated TikTok into it so much.
That was very cool.
Which, like, I know people are like, that's so dumb, blah, blah, blah. But one of the most iconic parts was Karen's song.
Which it's called Sexy. Mm-hmm. It's all about how on Halloween you can dress sexy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it started with her, like, making a TikTok.
Filming a TikTok. And then it progresses with her, like, doing a bunch of different outfits.
And
you can
all
see,
these
like,
other people.
like, copying her. And you can see, like, the number of likes and shares and stuff growing on her account. It's really cool.
I thought it
there
was so
are,
cool.
like, there were some songs where they were, like, doing TikTok dances. And I was like, we could have done without that. Like, there was one where Katie was, like, walking outside. And there were just, like, random backup dancers.
Yeah.
And they were doing, like... I was like, we don't need this.
Yeah, that's so true.
We
I
don't
was like,
need that.
I'm getting the ick.
But like in the sense of sexy, it made so much sense. 'Cause
It
she was
did.
filming a TikTok.
Yeah. I thought that was really
Yeah.
cool. And that song, like the way the camera followed her, I thought it was really cinematically pleasing.
Her legs are very long.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Well, you were just looking at her boobs.
I was looking at her boobs though. They were like huge.
Big
I don't know what.
jugulars. Big
Yeah.
jugulars.
What? No, like they wanted you to focus on that because like that was like
She
half the
literally did this.
screen. Yeah, like I don't know. I was
Or
like,
no, she
whoa.
jumped. She was jumping.
Anyways, so next is Elf.
Elf. Oh, okay. When it started, everybody was saying like, it is so obvious there is an Elf sponsorship throughout the movie, and it wasn't really until like the last half.
Yeah.
The one that I noticed the most was the new Motorola Samsung phones that like flip. Mm-hmm. There was literally a scene where it's just Aaron Samuels standing there, and he has it, and he's going.
Yeah. I literally.
There was that Elf,
So
and there was
obvious.
one other one that I noticed.
A different brand.
Yeah, there were three
Oh,
brands
I
that
don't
I
think
noticed.
I noticed.
It was a car.
Was it a car?
It was a car. I think it was a Jeep. The Jeep was a.
Oh, for sure. Okay. I thought another super funny part, and I didn't realize this until it was done. What? Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I want to know. What is it?
Do you know?
Maybe.
When Damien was singing the French iCarly "Leave It All to Me" theme song.
That's the thing,
What?
because he's like, oh, it's a French song. What is it? And he's like, thank you. That was Damien singing the iCarly theme song.
And then while he's singing, I'm like, what is this?
I was like,
and
what are
then
these lyrics?
right after they say
Leave
it,
it all to me.
like I just knew. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's what it was.
That's how you incorporate like Gen Z humor into
Yes,
films.
I thought that was so
So
funny.
good.
So funny. All right, what else do you got?
At the dance in the bathroom, Katie runs into Regina and
That's on my list.
and starts to apologize. And Regina is like, wait a second, let me just, okay. I had to make sure it was still recording, I mean. She's saying like, yeah, I was being mean and it wasn't right, but do you know what they would call me if I was a boy? And Katie's like, strong. She's like, Reginald. That's what they'd have named me if I was a boy.
And like when she first said that, I was like, wait, what? And then it just hit me, and I was like, that's hilarious.
Reginald.
And she's like, kind of like on like medication.
She broke her neck, so she's like drugged out basically. And she's like,
Yeah.
Reginald.
Oh my gosh,
was
just
the
the
line
line
delivery-
delivery was so good.
That's what I want to talk about. Renee Rapp really did this role
Mm-hmm.
justice, as she should. She's been doing this role since 2019.
True.
Like, she ate this movie up.
Yeah, she did. She really did.
And I was so because when they first announced this movie, you were telling me so many things about this film that just weren't true.
What? I know. People on TikTok were saying that.
Regina was the main character. No, they're just using her as the like focus point of the ads because she's the biggest name in the film.
Yeah.
And you said that she was gonna be a lesbian.
Yeah.
Nowhere in
Like,
there was
why
she a
did
lesbian.
people? That became like a rumor.
I think it's just because Renee Rapp is bisexual. Everybody was like, Regina George lesbian.
Yeah.
Regina Les.
I also think it's because the song "Can a Gay Girl Get a Name In?" I think they like assumed or something.
Well, yeah, but that was her singing as
I know,
Renee,
like it's not Regina. Okay, we already talked about this, but yeah, when Regina slapped down on the stage, I want to watch the movie again simply for that
do
part.
too.
That was so funny.
Should we switch out Anyone But You for Mean Girls
Go
again?
see it again.
We're seeing 2 movies on Sunday.
I wouldn't hate it. I really loved the
But
movie.
I do wanna see
But no, I want to see Anyone But You. Okay, another part was when Mrs. Norbury started singing.
So at the beginning of the movie, in the musical, there's a song, Where Do You Belong? Which is when Damien is singing to Katie about all the different cliques in the lunchroom. And then that music starts playing during like the intervention scene is what I'll call it in the gym. And Miss Norbury goes, "Whoa!" Sorry.
It was just like
I was like,
I
we're getting
wasn't
it here?
expecting
Why
it.
is this playing?
I wasn't expecting it. It was so funny.
So good.
Of course, I loved the Lindsay Lohan appearance at the Mathletes
Yeah,
competition. I didn't know she was going to be in it. And this whole time I was thinking, I can't believe they didn't have Lindsay Lohan in this movie.
Or like, she was the only one except for like the 2 teachers that were in the original.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised none of the
Why
other ones
didn't they
came
have
back.
any of the 3?
Like, they could have played like teachers or something. That would have been really cool.
I guess like maybe they didn't want to.
True.
But
like, all of them except for Rachel McAdams were just in a Walmart ad as the characters for Mean Girls.
so you would have think they would have. You
Yeah.
would think they would have.
It was like advertisement for Walmart and the new movie.
Interesting. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, let's talk about
I just feel like there's so much other stuff.
the different. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, let's talk about Someone Gets Hurt.
Okay.
The party scene.
Yeah.
So
Chills.
when the soundtrack came out, I was wildly disappointed because I've been listening to the musical soundtrack, the original musical soundtrack, since 2019, basically. And so, like,
It's not recording.
oh, sorry, we don't have any video, but we have some audio. I'm just gonna keep talking though.
Okay.
So I know that music by heart at this point, and it is so good. It is very musical-esque. Like, if you don't like musicals, you definitely wouldn't like the musical soundtrack. But it is so good. Someone Gets Hurt is my favorite song on the original musical. And when I heard the new one, I was so disappointed. Because they TikTokified all the music in
I remember
this.
you walking in on your lunch break one night and you were like, the new music sucks.
Yeah, I was disappointed. Because, like, the other one is... The original is so, like, dark and brooding and, like, really good instrumentals.
Yeah.
The new one doesn't have instrumentals, really. It's basically just Renee Rapp singing over, like, a TikTok beat. Mm-hmm. And I was so disappointed in that. But when you watch it with the movie, so good. Like, the choreography of everybody on screen, Renee Rapp just as a whole, so good.
Yeah, the way everyone froze, like, it just gave me chills.
And
I
just
don't
the
know.
wind machines on Renee, and she was, like, dressed as an angel because it was Halloween.
Now, here's the thing. Wind Machine could have done without it. I thought it kind of made me cringe.
No, I liked the wind machine.
I don't know.
It made it more dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It was just so
I could have done without
good.
it. And then Renee Rapp is going to be in a lot more movies after this.
Oh, yeah. She should.
Yeah.
But that's up to her, really. I feel like she's probably going to focus on music more.
That's true.
Yeah. Because her music is really good.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Could do both.
True.
Maybe. All right. What else? Or do you want me to go?
There's so much that I'm forgetting.
I know. We only have 14 minutes
Yeah.
left, but okay, so let's talk about the differences between Regina getting hit by the bus. What? So in the first film, that's what we all knew and loved.
Yeah, like it's
she
really
is
close up.
saying, "You can shove it up your hairy," and then right before she says that, the A word, this
Ass.
bus comes out of nowhere.
And hits her. She gets
hits
hit by
her.
a bus.
Yeah.
But it's like really close up. You just see like she's there and then she's gone and there's a big yellow bus.
Yeah.
In the new one, it's like zoomed out like far back. I don't even remember what she said. Because I was
No.
so shocked.
This is why we were shocked, because Janice was still singing her song. Remember the camera was on Janice.
Because you couldn't hear what they were saying, but you can see them arguing. And
Yes.
it was Janice singing.
Yes. And that's why it totally came as a shock.
I didn't even remember it. That's why. Because it's so zoomed out too. You see her get hit by the bus
Get
and go
dragged
along
by-
with like it looked so realistic. I'm surprised Renee Rapp didn't get hit by a bus. Like it was that good.
I want to watch it again.
I will be buying this on DVD.
Let's just
so-
sneak into the end of the movie.
just to see her get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
No, because then we're gonna miss someone gets hurt.
True.
And there were so many parts of the movie I thought were so stupid, but like funny stupid.
Yeah, like that's the point. People are just playing too much into this. Like, it didn't meet my expectations. I'm so over Mean Girls. Just enjoy it.
The thing
Like, it's
is,
not supposed
you're
to
going
be-
into Mean Girls. This is not like a Martin Scorsese film.
right.
Like, what are you expecting? It is a fun little pink campy time, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. It was so good. Mm-hmm. Yes, Angourie Rice could have done some better vocals.
I
But it
agree.
worked.
That did you see that on my phone?
No.
That was my last point.
Okay.
Everyone was talking about how her vocals suck. She sounds like she's like depressed, whatever.
Very monotone.
Yeah, I've heard so many better singers, blah blah blah. My one complaint, I didn't love her acting.
I thought it was fine. I liked her as Katie.
I know. I didn't love.
Was she the standout from the cast? No. Like Avantika. Yes. Mm-hmm. Renee Rapp. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who played BB Wood? She surprised me as Gretchen. She was someone that I was like, oh, it's gonna be whatever. I really enjoyed her Gretchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Angourie, she did good. She
I
was
thought Damien was probably
Damien,
one of my favorite characters.
Jaquel, good. Ali Carvalho did great as Janice.
Yeah, I think Janice and Damien were my favorites. And then probably Renee.
I think Renee's on top for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, can we say on the count of three? Can we say who was the worst out of the cast under Angourie Rice?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Some right turn
Aaron.
pretty guy. Yep.
Summer Turn Pretty Guy.
Some right turn pretty guy.
Aaron.
Christopher Brinley?
Briney.
Briney?
I don't know. I never really liked him to begin with. He didn't do bad though. Honestly, I'll say he did better than I thought.
He did do
would.
better than I thought. But like, Aaron sings in the original. I would have really enjoyed Aaron to be singing in the new
Yeah,
one
but then
too.
in all these interviews, he's like,
I didn't sing. I didn't even have to sing off for the audition. I don't sing. You're in a musical. You just stood
Can we
there
get
the
a
whole
note?
time.
Can we get a note or
Can
two?
go get an amen?
So basically, it didn't wow me, but like his character didn't have much wow potential to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Aaron Samuels.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he did so much better than when Cameron Dallas did it, though.
He was in the musical.
Yes, he was on Broadway with Renee Rapp. She had to carry his ass.
Interesting.
Yeah. So when someone gets hurt, it was basically like in this, but it worked in here. In the musical, when someone gets hurt is going on, like Regina and Aaron are singing at each other, basically. But when Cameron Dallas did it, it was just Regina singing at Aaron, just like it's so weird because he's just like just deadpan staring at her.
How did you see this?
Pink slime tutorial.
Okay. Yep.
Mean Girls pink slime tutorial on YouTube. Look it up.
Oh my gosh, is it still on there?
Oh, definitely.
I gotta watch that.
I think we need to start getting into some slimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So
man.
overall, I really enjoyed the movie. So
did
much better than I
too.
thought. I think I gave it a 4.5 on Letterboxd.
Yeah,
So good.
I don't know. Here's the thing. There's a girl I watch her podcast. Her name is Coco. I don't know her last name.
Coco Jones?
No, is it? No, I don't know.
That's who sings Tummy Hurt with Renee Rapp.
No. And she was reviewing the movie, and she was saying that people were pissed that it was a musical because they didn't advertise it as a musical.
Yes, they did.
And I'm like, okay, first of all,
What,
how
what
did you
want?
not? How
did you want
not
it to
know?
be like the title of the new High School Musical show?
Right.
Mean Girls, the movie, the musical,
yeah,
the
right.
series. Like
just
no.
shut up. And so she was saying that our age and like probably like millennials were okay with it and like whatever because we grew up with, well, didn't grow up, but like I Glee. Like, we're okay with the music.
Hairspray, like
all the musicals that were
all the
popular
TV
when
like
we were
TV
teenagers.
musicals were so popular back then.
Yeah, in like the 2010s. But all this like young Gen Z are like, ew, no. Like, give me my 13 reasons why she was saying all this stuff. That's what she was saying.
That is disgusting.
I don't know. So I thought she had a good point.
Oh, like, I don't know.
That
we gotta.
yeah, we're okay with the musical, and I liked it being a musical.
And what happened to fun? Is there no fun anymore?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that clip in. Do you know what I'm quoting?
No.
I'll have to show you later. What happened to fun?
What happened to romance?
What happened to love? What happened to mystery?
There it is. All right, we need to wrap this up.
Okay. So, what's your medias of the week, Janice?
Bachelor started. I love Joey. He has the prettiest eyes, and he plays tennis. I love him. I'm so excited.
Is that it?
Yeah, and I'm gonna call the winner right now, or the winner, his future wife. I actually wrote it down. I think it is going to be. Well, here's my top 3: Daisy, Leah, and Lexi.
I'm gonna bleep all those.
Okay.
I'm kidding. But that's your only media?
I feel like I haven't watched a ton of media this week.
Wow.
Or listened. Mean Girls will be my media of the week.
I like how I always have like 17 things and you're always like, here's this thing.
Oh,
That's
I started Friends again for like the 5th time last night. So your turn.
Well.
I thought it was like down to seconds.
Oh, I thought you like saw a shadow like walk by and I was like,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so obviously Mean Girls is going to be one of my medias of the week.
Yes.
So good. So good. Other than that, keeping with the trend, I'm going to have to say Snow Angel by Renee Rapp.
Really good.
Such a good album.
Really good. It's been stuck in my head.
The song or the whole album?
Album's pretty good. That song though.
Snow Angel is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted about it after she did the SNL live performance.
Yeah.
And I realized people are going to think I just watched the live performance and liked it. No, I was listening to this album before that. I promise you.
Right.
I promise you I've been listening. If you follow me on Airbuds, go scroll through my feed and you'll see I was listening to it before SNL went on.
You're desperate.
Yeah. Like I don't want to seem like a
prove
follower.
this point. Okay,
I'm a trendsetter.
Oh dear.
No.
Oh gosh.
So there's that. I'm going to have to say The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess is on there. You know, we talked about it last episode, but I can't stop listening to it. It's so
I
good.
know.
So good. And I feel like I had a TV show that I can't think of right now. Solar Opposites, the TV show Solar Opposites.
I've never heard of that.
It's an animated TV series. It's really good. It's really good. I think they just had a Valentine's Day special come out the other day. I haven't seen it yet though. I would just assume. I want to say that's it, but I don't know.
Oates' media of the week is TikTok. He'll literally just lay in your arms and just watch you scroll.
You can just be scrolling there, like laying in bed. I was in bed the other morning, just scrolling TikTok, and he curled up in my arms and just was watching me watch TikToks.
He's an iPad baby.
He loves a good TikTok.
Oh, good.
He's going to learn how to like it one day. Just be like,
Did my Snapchat yesterday? Did you get it? Mm-hmm. I'm filming him, and he puts his paw on the screen, and the camera turns around.
I didn't see it. I thought you flipped it.
No, it was him. He's crazy.
Wow.
He's so cute back there. Anything else?
Let me check my letterbox real quick just to make sure I'm not forgetting any films because I've seen a good handful of films. Oh yes, The Farewell by who's the director? Who's the director of this film? The Farewell. Still can't find the director. Where's the director? Oh, by Lulu Wang. The 2019 film. It has Awkwafina in it. Not my favorite actress, but she kind of redeemed herself in this film for me.
Okay.
So good. It's an A24 film. Came out in 2019. I think I said that. But it's very good. It's about, I think you'd like it actually. It's about this Chinese family living in America. The main character, her grandma, gets a cancer diagnosis. And in like Chinese culture, when someone gets that diagnosis, you don't tell them. You don't tell them they have cancer. You just let them believe that they're fine. They were sick and they were fine. And then when it gets to a point where like they're about to die, they'll let them know like you're dying, by the way. And it's just supposed to be a way to like help someone not like freak out about dying so they can enjoy life before they die.
Yeah.
And so it's like this whole struggle of like, she deserves to know. This is illegal to do in the United States. She deserves to know that she's dying and has cancer.
But like, that's kind of me though, because if I don't want to know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't.
In the way that, because
Oh, it's such a complicated
their
subject.
entire family visits her and they like never see each other. Like she had 2 sons. They hadn't seen each other for 25 years. And so they had to like put on this whole fake wedding so she wouldn't know that she was dying.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, and she paid for the whole wedding herself.
Oh.
So it was such a good film.
When did you watch that?
Last week at some point. It was like 3 a.m. I started watching it just like in the background while I was like rearranging the set to do this. And I like had to sit down because I got invested.
Of course.
So good. Okay, that's going to do it for me. That'll do me.
Hey, comment on this video if you preferred the first Mean Girls, the second Mean Girls, or if you hate both of them.
Well, first Mean Girls, second Mean Girls, or
the musical.
or the 2024 Mean Girls. Because there's a Mean Girls 2.
Oh, no, we're not. No. The original or the new original?
The original or the new original?
I don't know what I'm saying. Just comment which one you like better.
Okay, and before we have a minute, before we hop skiddly dop out of here, I want to let everybody know there's a few episodes I've planned coming up, and I just want to let you know. So you might want to be able to watch a few of these things before said thing happens. Let me pull up my calendar real quick. So this is going to be posted the weekend of the 27th, sometime in there. And then the weekend of the 2nd, I have something planned. Not sure if it's going to happen, so I won't tell you yet. But Friday, the 9th of February, we are doing a Grammys episode because I believe the Grammys are airing on the 4th of February. So if you want to know my thoughts and you want to look up and like listen to the stuff that the Grammys have nominated, go ahead and do that. And then in March, on March 15th, it is going to be our Oscars episode because the Oscars are airing March 10th.
Woo!
So I've started watching as many Oscar nominated films for this year as I can.
It's that time of year.
I'm going to try to watch all of them. Last year I tried to do it in a week, so I think I might be able to do it this year actually, because I have a lot of time to
Just
do it.
don't procrastinate.
Yeah, one of the movies we're seeing on Sunday is one of the Oscar nominated ones. That's why we're going to see it. So just letting you know to prepare you. Okay. So this
Yeah, 9 seconds.
this has been the Mostly Media Podcast where we talk media
Mostly.
Make sure to follow us on everything.
Bye.
Bye.